What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Windfall ending explained in spoiler review. I've been looking forward to this movie for quite a while, mainly due to Jesse Plemons starring in it, who's been one of my favourite actors for a few years now and shined in Power of the Dog last year. And of course Jason Segel is in it, who I haven't seen in a while, but I'm a big fan of his. There will be spoilers in this video, and if you enjoyed it then please do consider dropping a like down below and subscribing for more content like this almost every other day. The movie follows Jason Segel as nobody who is walking around a luscious home and drinking some fresh OJ, but well, he's robbing the place, which is when Jesse Plemons' CEO and Lily Collins' wife return home, which is everyone's nightmare, coming home to see some robber there. The couple are the typical rich couple type who bemoan their help for not doing exactly what they want, and there is a tinge of trouble as the CEO snipes at her for shouting across the house, and nobody is found, and the couple are kept in the living room and tested as the CEO gets some money for him and asks if there is a gun, which the CEO says, well, there is not. Well, the nobody has the gun as well. We also see some birth control, which is an important part there in the wife's purse. The CEO is the typical entitled, conceited guy, as they're hilariously trapped in the sauna, and more cracks in the marriage appear, as he said he pulled out of a keynote for his wife, but corrects himself saying for them, as the robber runs away. Although there is one problem, as he notices a camera on the approach to the house. The movie is an incredible Hitchcockian noir-esque in its music, which builds the tension expertly as the couple try to escape, but the cameras need to be wiped. The chase sequence in the orange grove is absolutely hilarious. I absolutely loved it. I like how the CEO is incredibly confident and looks down on the nobody, and they ask how much money he wants, as nobody says, and well, he is scoffed at when he says he just wants $150,000 to start a new life. He's belittled, but they reached an accord to transfer about $500,000, and I found it funny how his assistant asks about his flowers, which he's livid at, and to cover for the robbery, he says the money is needed for seemingly someone he is having an affair with, who has even signed an NDA, which is a hot topic in the tech world, called Debbie. The awkward small talk between them as they have to wait 24 hours for the money is hilarious. The wife is incredibly insecure about her role in her marriage and her job as a non-profit because, well, yeah. Anyway, moving on. The husband wants a baby and the CEO is a controlling husband, and it is eating into him that he doesn't know why nobody targeted him. We talk about, of course, the tattoo, which he despises, and the wife wants to, well, at least the husband, wants to have a baby, and the wife is taking birth control, which we saw, and that's not going to happen anytime soon. The CEO mentions the algorithms and life-ruining nature of big tech, and he theorizes that he's doing this because the nobody was spurned by one of the companies he owns, and we see how much of a D-bag he is as he takes a leak on his Zen garden and is jealous that his wife is laughing along with the nobody at the Three Amigos movie. She seemingly feels sorry for him because she's trapped in this loveless marriage. It's pretty much one-sided, and she says how his life will be different as he sticks a knife in, probing about her relationship, and she probes in too in this expertly acted scene. The movie is a masterstroke in tension and just allowing three great actors to breathe. The Hitchcock style and music and story really had me gripped, and is different to most of Netflix's output lately, and in a funny way, it's a throwback to movies like Knives Out, which is also itself a throwback, which thank God Netflix bought the rights to for the sequel. Jesse Plemons is really good here, as he slowly brews, and it really eats at him that he doesn't know why he has been targeted. He discusses the algorithm and freeloaders and hates people who he deems are freeloaders. It's an incredibly current story in today's algorithm age, with automation taking people's jobs, And the rift in his marriage stems from him looking down on other people who need help. His wife did need help. He says, no, you're not one of these other people. She isn't the pampered freeloader wife we expected at the start, and the movie subverts our expectations of these main characters. The gardener turns up and the CEO causes a problem, and he says his priority is for his wife. He talks about it's difficult being a white privileged guy, and belittles the nobody again, and he finally baited him into being a tough guy and shooting off a warning shot that leads the gardener to be killed. It signifies the impact that these rich CEO D-bags have on everyday lives, and even have a negative effect on the people they supposedly think, in quotes, are the good poor people, the ones who work hard and buy into capitalism. It's a smart move, and the wife is sent to get the money, and I love how each time she looks down she sees her faded tattoo, taking one step forward, but having that husband there reminded on her foot. And she's reminded of how really horrible he is, and the money's retrieved, and as promised, our nobody will leave. It turns out that the nobody wanted to be like our boy the CEO. When he saw the grim reality of who this person is, he was disgusted, and, well, the wife kills the robber. This is important because she mentions that, well, my tattoo was a rose. It's something which nobody wanted to know, but she wouldn't say. She thought that this guy had taken interest into her, and that people, or at least men, would have more interest than just the superficial. But no, he just did not care at all, and she finally does it and murders the both of them. She is able to take one step out and plant the murder on the nobody. We see another shot of her feet, and she takes a step out into her new life. This was easily one of the best movies that Netflix has put out this year, even since Power of the Dog, I would say, and I absolutely adored it. I'd love to hear what you think down below in the comments. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe with notifications on if you want more from us, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.